Ah, hell. I'm in the wrong game again.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wayne Gaming, and some of you may on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Echo, Flynn's Path. So before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Yeah, right back into Flynn getting the freaking crap beaten out of him. Alrighty. What the hell did I just see? Am I dreaming? I try pinching myself. That's how they do it in the movies, right? Nothing happens. Stop! TJ practically shrieks. All heads turn, even Flynn's, which is looking a little battered. TJ, I saw how Sydney died. His voice is so quiet in contrast to his initial yell that it's like a splash of cold water. Tease, you don't have to give this piece of dirt the satisfaction. I want to! He deserves as much. He seems to take a moment to get his breathing steady, the Lynx looking shaky. I had to run off to be alone by the water on the far side of the beach, by the outlet. I was upset and I wasn't watching the water. There was some shouting in the distance. It just sounded like, I don't know, how you guys used to be. Loud, you know? The Lynx rubs his paws together, rocking upon his feet. About 10 minutes passed and I heard a splashing sound nearby. I looked up and I thought I saw someone in the water. There were bubbles, lots of bubbles. And then I looked up and I saw this thing standing down the shore a ways. It was really tall, like a person, but burned all over, like hot ashes in a fire pit. What? Tears brim at the edges of TJ's eyes. It started walking into the water and I just ran. I ran and I ran and I ran. Carl looks at TJ dumbfounded. Please. Flynn sputters, visibly in pain. No more fucking bullshit. I'm serious. I've talked to so many therapists, counselors, youth group leaders, and no one believes me. TJ's brows wrinkle, his chest heaving before finally the Lynx breaks down into a sob. No one will ever believe me. It hurts so much and I'm so scared all the time. It's quiet. We all stand there watching the Lynx cry. No one speaks. No one reaches out to him. Snot runs down from his nose. He tries to wipe it off with the inside of his shirt, but he just smears it. He clutches at his own whiskers, tugging at them. As I was running back a quarter mile away, something tackled me into the water. They held me under so long, lights started popping in front of my eyes. The Lynx gestures, opening and closing his paws in front of his face. Everything after that got fuzzy, like I was dreaming. Two bodies, both had brown fur. That's all I could see, undulating in this constant, restless motion. It all comes back so quickly. The sky is overcast, the air crisp. Autumn. TJ is sitting in a daze, Jenna running back to town, Flynn pulling me into the water. Me grabbing onto neck scruff, pulling back to shore. Carl sitting on a rock, bawling. Leo starts trying to do compressions. And Sydney just stares. Sirens, the helicopter rotors, adults everywhere. I'm home. Mom's holding me. Dad puts on my favorite movie. I watch. But still, Sydney stares. Two bodies. Second, Neil. Water time. Two bodies. Both with brown fur. Slowly I start to feel their eyes shift toward me. All except for TJ, who stares only at the floor and mutters, I'm sorry. I look to Flynn, Carl, Jenna, Leo. They all have the same look in their eyes. Nothing of malice, hatred, or contempt, but a sort of mournful pondering. Both with brown fur. No. No way, Chula. This little joke has gone too far. Leo looks to the others. Jesus, I didn't do it! Yeah, I know that, Otter. You and I were closer than any people I know, yeah? I would have found out if you did. I mean, you went through that whole emo phase bearing your soul to me constantly. You're a whingy little bastard, remember? He puts on a smile, seeming to shine it like a spotlight on the others in the hopes that it will be contagious. It isn't. TJ? The Lynx just sniffs. Why didn't you ever tell the police this? I thought the monster got him. We didn't find Sydney by the outlet, TJ. Jenna looks troubled, more troubled than I've seen her look in years. She's always the stoic figure of rationality and taking things apart logically, but now she's just quiet. Flynn and Carl keep staring at me. I know what they think, and it's wrong. Flynn gives me a long, blank look before walking toward me. Flynn, Oh. Oh, shit. Well, damn, Flynn! Wanna get Leo to fucking throw you out a window? Oh my god, Flynn! Jenna's voice comes out muffled as I stagger back, grabbing my jaw. Ow? Ow. Feels like my brain is scraping the top of my skull. I just want to lay down and sleep. My knees go weak and I can feel myself teetering backward as if in slow motion. For some reason, it's like I'm expecting nice, cool water to greet my backside. That tipping sensation sticks with me and I realize I'm not actually falling. Flynn! 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 Leo's shouts keep repeating, and each time it's quieter and more distorted than before. You hold your paw up in front of your face, and you actually do it. You move. I didn't do that. The kids in front of you are just red blurs. I just want to lay down. Don't. There's a black and orange figure in front of you. Don't let the lizard hurt him again. You hear shouting, but not from inside. Outside. The blurred group isn't looking at you anymore. Get out. I don't care! I don't care anymore, you oh, shit. Oh, okay. 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 1 second, y'all. Water time. Jesus Christ. A cracking voice comes from outside. If I had to guess, it sounds like it's coming from down the block. Everyone but Flynn is peering out a small window near the door. The Gila, however, is still staring at me. His eyes look like they're shaking in their sockets. Oh, Lord, my Lord, good Lord. Oh, how you test me so. I fall upon my knees and ask you where to go. What's going on? Carl tries to peer past the bulk of Leo to see where the commotion is going from. My head is still reeling from Flynn's punch. He's never hit me before. Well, never seriously. He was never the sort that got into physical fights growing up. Usually he'd just stomp off and sulk if something truly upset him. But now he doesn't look like he's budging. It's Clint. Who's he yelling at? God? Leo looks over his shoulder, peering at me. You okay, Otter? Oh, Clint. I feel heaven's call on every canyon's edge, just past the overlook window. I don't know what song this is. Or at the bottom of the water, all tied up with a... What is a kedge? What a kedge is. I feel myself backing up. It's like how I felt on the roller coaster, strapped in on the chain lift. What's happening to me? Chase! Flynn begins to follow. Flynn, you stay right there or we'll beat your ass double hard, yeah? Leo, for God's sake, all of you stop! Where are you going? I make a sound. I think I say home, but it comes out rather garbled. You can't keep running away from this shit. TJ squints, his nose pressed against the window pane. He's holding something. Yeah. I keep stepping back, my legs feeling like they're vibrating. My movements are abrupt and jerky. I manage to get into the hallway and approach a door covered with caution tape. A placard denotes it as the reading room. I grasp the handle and have to give it a hard shove before it budges. The door is heavy. I'm nearly overwhelmed by the musty smell from the inside. The corner of the room is completely stained from rain damage, and the roof is boarded up. There was an exit here, but it's gone now. Why do I know that? I stare at the little section of the wall where the old wooden door used to be. A small picture of a group of quail crossing a dried wash is in its place. As I move to leave, I notice the door won't open. It's hard stuck in place. Locked. A sharp crack rings out from somewhere outside, followed by the quick scurrying of feet upon the carpeted floor of the lobby. A gunshot. I try the door again, more fervently, hoping that I'm just pulling a Carl here and pulling when I should be pushing. Still nothing. Fuck! More shots ring out, this time accompanied by a dull thud and the sound of stucco being shattered. Those ones hit the building. I get down on the floor, my heart pounding. It still feels like I'm moving in slow motion, even with the adrenaline pumping through my veins. Water time. What the hell's wrong with me? I hear the front door open, followed by more scurrying upon carpet. Why the hell are they running outside? I hear an engine start, then the splaying of gravel as what sounds like Leo's van drives off. They left me? Even Leo? I crawl on the floor, making my way toward the corner of the room. I pinch myself, trying to snap out of this strange malaise. I can hear the occasional shout from out on the street, but it's all gibberish now. Leaning back against the wall, I rub my throbbing temples. Tweakers. Couldn't have showed up at a better time. I try to listen to see if the shouting is getting closer, but it's difficult to tell. If that really is Clint, this is really out of character for him. He never really was the singing type. Screaming about... Yeah, but singing? No. Looking around, it seems like most of the old books and such have been taken off the shelves and put in assorted boxes to prevent water damage. Having lived here my whole life, I've never actually been inside here. It feels like quite a feat, noting I've covered damn near every other square inch of town. There's a few binders and booklets near my side with titles like Colville Stormwater Drainage Plan 1999 and Drought Resistant Plant Guide. Next to them, there's what looks to be some kind of unopened canister of fumigation stuff. I reached down to grab it when I noticed the fur on my arm. It's wriggling? A couple of brown strands of fur seem to bounce back and forth, and I've become cognizant that my arm has been tingling for a while now. Glancing past my fingertips, I see this beige mass near the end of my foot. That's when I see the legs. Jesus Christ! Yeesh. Well, it was nice knowing you, Chase. A blonde tarantula about an inch away from the tips of my toes. Ah! My throat closes in on itself before I can fully scream. I blink, writhing back. Next thing I know, it's on my chest. It moves faster than I can even see. His pittering legs feel like they're all over me. I grab the edges of my shirt, trying to fling it off, but it's already on my neck. I slap at it, feeling the squish and hearing a very light, clicking squeak. The edge of my neck begins to burn, and I pull back a paw to inspect my palm. There is no tarantula. Instead, I see the 8 razor-thin legs and black abdomen. On the abdomen, there's splotchy pigmentation of red. The number 8. My pulse quickens when I realize it's an hourglass. Black Widow. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I look down at my arms. Again, I realize it isn't just my fur moving. There are little red and black specks everywhere. No! I tear at my own shirt, jumping to my knees and trying to bat at the seemingly infinite number of spindly-fanged arachnids. Each time I bat at my arms, more of their guts cover my paw pads and fur until it feels like my paws are wet. It's not just my arms anymore. They're inside my shirt, my shorts, my face. I try plugging my nose, keeping my muzzle shut as I roll on the floor, not daring to open my mouth or scream. I fling my shirt off, then pull off my shorts. I see the webbing of the nest I had sat upon the fabric of my shorts, oodles of the baby and not-so-baby spiders crawling out. Naked, I manage to scramble to my feet and run to the other side of the room. I tear at my own fur, pulling out spider-filled clumps in the process with such ferocity that the skin beneath bleeds. Oh, 1 second, y'all. Oh, this is intense. I pull and pull, my vision blurred from my own fear-induced weeping. The needle-shot sensation of when they bite is the worst part. It doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would, but I can feel it every time, over and over again. I pull a large one off my face and throw it on the ground, scruff of fur and some of my goatee going with it. Dancing up and down, I try to shake the remaining ones off, but they cling incessantly. Trying to pull each one off is impossible. They're too fast. Sometimes I only manage to grab a few legs or a thick abdomen, and the rest of them remains embedded in my fur. Spider blood isn't red or green like it is in video games or movies. It's this faint blue kind of color. It feels like it's all over me. I take rapid, short breaths, each one more strained than the last. My whole body shakes. I can't tell whether they're symptoms of panic or the venom itself. I try the door again, pulling and pushing as hard as I can before throwing myself at it. Nothing happens. I kick at it, like they do in the movies. Nothing happens. I'm stuck, trapped, and I can see the spiders everywhere. Never getting most of them off. They're all over the floor, the walls, the ceiling, and my clothes. I retreat to the dampest, water-stained corner of the room. The staining is so bad, it looks like it's been burned black. Spiders don't like moist areas. I remember reading about that at least. I continue to pick at my fur, even after I think they're all gone. I can still feel them. I can also feel my muscles around my neck and shoulders begin to cramp. My stomach feels like it's being twisted inside out, and it isn't long before I get the sensation of hot bile rising up my throat. The rough edges of the morning's rice treat scrape my insides. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. That is, oof. That is, intense. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. But before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to my bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. Thank you for your donations. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you to Cade Silvermoon for being our silver tier subscriber. Thank you for going a little bit above and beyond. We love you. You're great. And for our gold tier patron, Amr, thank you so much for subscribing to the ultimate tier. We hope you love your new icon. But yeah, so if y'all want to get your name in the credits, or get a personal shout out, or even get your own icon, just subscribe to the Patreon, y'all. All the different tiers and the rewards are listed on it. And anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!